She was the princess of the vampire clan, yet her own father sentenced her to death, burning her alive beneath the merciless sun. And the reason was me, because she had fallen in love with me, a Lycan, and was carrying my child. For both clans, that was an unforgivable sin. I watched helplessly as the woman I loved turned to ashes before my eyes. In that moment, a crushing sense of powerlessness consumed me. I struggled desperately against my chains, longing to break free and tear Victor apart with my own hands. Pain raged through my body, but I no longer cared. Under the full moon's pull, I forced the arrows from my flesh and unleashed the beast within, transforming into my true Lycan form and shattering my restraints. Victor never expected I still had such strength left. I struck him hard, catching him completely off guard. Snatching up Sanja's keepsake, I leapt through the window. Soldiers rushed to block my escape, but in my fury I tore through them instantly, leaving shattered skulls in my wake. As I climbed for the wall, an arrow pierced my right hand. I roared in agony, swung the soldier up, and smashed him against the stone. Another arrow pierced my ankle, sending me crashing to the ground. I dragged myself forward, inch by inch, toward the outside of the wall, summoning every last ounce of strength. I raised my head and howled. The sound cut through the night, reaching my kin far beyond the walls. They heard my cry for help, and together with the ancient Lycan clans, they marched on the vampire fortress. The battle began. Waves upon waves of Lycans, tens of thousands strong, charged without fear of death. Even with their massive ballistae, the vampires could not hold us back. Soon, we stormed the walls, our claws ripping through their formations. The defenders broke. Elders of the Coven fled in terror, only to be surrounded and slaughtered by my kin. When Dahai and the others finally reached the wall, they found me wounded. I forced myself to tell him, free the others first, leave me. And as more slaves were released, the tide of war became unstoppable. The vampires crumbled before us, their once proud army shattered. Then Victor arrived with his warriors, deliberately slow, arrogant as ever. I stood again, joining the fray. My purpose crystal clear, to strike Victor down, to avenge Sonja Raj, consumed me, driving me forward like a god of war. No one could stop me, not man, not monster. Terrified, Victor fled into the sewers. I pursued him in the darkness below. Our battle raged on, spilling back onto the surface. At last, with the sun breaking through, I drove my blade deep into his skull. His body fell into the waters below, and silence washed over the battlefield. We had won. The Lycans were free. For the first time, I believed we might finally stand unchained beneath the sunlight. But I was wrong. Victor had not truly died. He was saved, dragged back into the shadows by his historian, Tanis. From that moment, I knew the hatred between our two races would never be undone.